Hello YouTube, this is Chester from STEM AP guys. Welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to continue where we left off in the last tutorial. As you remember, in the last tutorial, we had this little puny navigation bar. Let's just look at it that we created in the last tutorial. And now we're in the process of creating this nav bar. So that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. But I have a couple things that I gotta tell you. Um, I put this into one, as you remember in the last tutorial, I had different cells with different parts of the code as I was explaining. But now I consolidated everything into one file, to a huge file. And I'm going to take this and then copy and paste it into here and replace this navigation with the other navigation. And then I'm going to save it. And if you go to the website now, you're going to see a navigation starting to look like a website. So basically, you still have the drop down, but when you click on it, you get a 404 error because there's no logic, there's no pages there yet. Okay, but it works. So far, so good. The clicks work. The um, the the STEM APKs and the home buttons, everything works. But there's one little issue with this approach, and I'm going to explain it to you now. The problem with this approach is, as you can see, I have not even included all the categories. If you include all of the categories that I have here, that's there's going to be adding about more or less over almost 100 lines of code extra to this. So this will become between about 250 lines of code. That's not still manageable, but it's getting there. And as you know, we try to keep to 100, 150 lines of code if possible. It doesn't always work that way, but that's what I like to keep it under. That's one problem. Second problem is that it has some navigation, OpenCV navigation here, um, that should not be together with the drop-down menus and the drop-downs logic. There's two different types of logic. That's another issue. Another issue is the hooks. They're all together with drop-down logic, with OpenCV logic, when these hooks should be uh, preferably in their own directory, because we're going to be using them, and we're going to be using hooks, lots of hooks. So I'm going to create a container and put everything in one place. So that's why it's we're going to refactor this code and make it into more manageable chunks. And it's a little bit of more work now, but it will pay off later. That's what we're going to do now. And so I'm going to take this code and I'm going to create a component folder. And I'm going to take this file and put it into the components folder and say yes for now. Now I should be getting error. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to continue. We're going to I broke it into refactor code. All of this is all from the last tutorial, all of these. But then what I'm going to do is I broke it into, oops, wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong, I was looking at it. I'm going, what's up with that? I refactor the code here into smaller chunks. So as you can see, I created a config folder where I'm going to put this file. And let's create that now. Config. And it's in the app folder. Config. And create a file called navigation config ts. And then we're just gonna copy and paste this code right here. And that's where all the categories are gonna be housed. Put it here, and we can all later we'll add them all here, and that will be just for the categories. And then we're also gonna do another navigation directory with this file right here. So let's create another folder in the components. And then create a file called drop down button, and all it's going to have is going to have just the drop down logic, the button, the icon, and the rotates the 180, all of that all in one place. So take this one and go here, drop down button, save it, and then create another one called drop down menu. Take that file from here, and all it has is the menu for the drop down. Put it here, let's save it, and then how many more? These are the hooks. It's very important directory here because we're going to be putting all the hooks in there. Let's see. It's in the app directory, right? Yeah. I just put the name here, use dropdowns TS, and then just take the hooks logic, just put all three hooks. Let's see. Put here, command B, command S, and now the last one is going to be the navigation that all it has. Now, as you can see, I'm importing all of the new files that I created, and I'm now putting them, all of them, in here into this. My cat is making noise. And go into this is the navigation, this one right here. I'm going to delete this one, and then I'm going to go command V, and hopefully it works without giving me an error. I see some errors already. Too good to be true. So yes, I'm getting some errors. So what is this one? Da, 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 da. Let's see what's going on here. Control C, just in case it's a real error. Okay, there they are. So it's getting the layout TSX is this one. That should take care of that one. And next navigation, that one. Okay, it's not taking the relative path. So which one was it? Navigation TSX, okay. It's this one. It's not taking the, now that should go away. And there you go. So it worked. So we were able to refactor the code, and now we have all of the navigation for the navigation bar all in one area. We have the everything under the components, and we have a config file folder that we're going to put all the configuration files in there. We're going to have many, and the hooks. You would just right now we only have one for use drop downs, but we're going to be putting a lot more in there. And this it will pay off later, because if you don't do that, it gets really complicated really quickly. And in the next tutorial, what I'm going to do, we're going to start working with the logic to populate these pages right here, and how to basically get these sliders to work, the threshold controls and all of that. We're going to be doing that in the next tutorial. But I don't want to make these tutorials too long, so this is a good place to stop. In the next tutorial, we'll do the sliders, and we'll also do some of the logic for the Canny and Sobel and the contours algorithms. But if you like this tutorial, please click the like box and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time with another tutorial. Thank you for watching.